So there are only 4 neighborhoods in a city. L, T, P, K, P, K. Okay, don't go after the names. Okay, so L, T, P, and K. Now during the onset of a pandemic, during the onset of a pandemic, the number of new cases of a disease in each of these neighborhoods was recorded over a period of 5 days. Okay, so what does that mean? That means over a period of 5 days, मतलब 5 दिन तक हर एक दिन रिकॉर्ड किया गया कि how many new cases have occurred. Okay, so that means say from Monday to Friday. On Monday, how many cases have been found? On Tuesday, how many cases have been found? On Friday, how many cases have been found? Like this, every day the cases have been recorded. For how many days? For 5 days. Now see, on each day, the number of new cases recorded in any of the neighborhoods was either 0, 1, 2 or 3. That means what? Each day, say for example Monday, the number of cases that were recorded in any of the country was within what numbers? 0, 1, 2 and 3. That means what? Say in any of the neighborhoods on Monday, the number of cases can be 0. In another city, in another neighborhood, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, like this. So the number of cases will not exceed 3. In each day, on each day, the number of cases on any of this city can be 0, 1, 2 or 3, not more than that. This statement is clear, everyone, up to here?
Yes, sir.
Now see,
Yes, sir.
on each day, okay, the number of new cases was either 0, 1, 2 or 3. That means I, I can use only these 4 numbers. I cannot use any other number, okay, for specifying the number of cases. The following facts are also known. Now these are the information that we have to use to frame our solution. There was at least one new case in every neighborhood on day 1. Okay, so before going to the instructions, okay, as I told you that there is no specific way of solving logical reasoning, but uh, there is one approach by which we can by which we can accommodate all these instructions and can frame our solution very easily, and that is the table method. I told you that mostly in case of sitting arrangement only we create tables and we fill up the table. Okay, so here also we will follow that same rule. Here what are the parameters, what are the rows and columns that we're going to use? We are going to use day and we are going to use city. Okay, so either how many are there? So I'm going to use the cities in the rows, okay, and the days in the column. You can do either way, not an issue. So how many days are there? 5 days are there, right? So d1, d2, d3, d4, d5. Okay, so I put the days in the column side. You can put it in row side, no problem as well. Okay, now L in the row, T in the row, P in the row, K in the row. Okay, and here we have the total. Okay. So you see what it is telling. Let us go through the instructions one by one. There was at least one new case in every neighborhood on day one. So on day one there was at least one new case. That means the number of cases over here is greater than one. At least means greater than one. I hope you understand that, right? At least one case on day one. Very good. On each of the 5 days there were more new cases in kit misto than in pessimisto. That means in K, every day there were more cases than that of P. Now you see, if on day 1 P has number of cases greater than equals to 1, then K will have number of cases greater than equals to 2, because that is what the information number 2 says, that on each of the 5 days there were more new cases in kit misto than in pessimisto. So if the number of cases on day 1 in P is greater than equals to 1, that means on day 1 number of cases in K should be greater than equals to 2. Tell me, have you understood this part or not? Ananya, Ritama, Ananya, Bhavna, Dipakshi. Tell me, have you understood this part or not?
Sir, are you going to repeat করবে?
Huh. Okay. Anybody understood? Dipakshi, Bhavna, please don't keep it up to yourself. Okay. If you don't understand one statement, the whole of the part will not understand.
No, sir.
Okay. See. So first statement, have you understood? There was at least one new case in every neighborhood on day 1. Have you understood this part?
Yes, sir.
First part understood?
Sir.
Everyone? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
so what you can do, if you don't want to respond, you can give this one. Okay. If I when I see all of you are giving like this, then that means all of you have understood. Okay. So according to the first information, every city has at least one new case. At least means what? You have learned in class 10 in probability, right? At least means kam se kam, right? That means greater than equals to 1. So every city has greater than equals to 1 cases. All right. You see instruction number 2. On each of the 5 days, that means D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, on each of the 5 days there were more new cases in Kitmisto than in Pessimisto. Forget about D2, D3, D3, D4. We have not yet gone there. We are now at D1. So that means अगर किटमिस्टो में पेसिमिस्टो से हर वक्त ज्यादा केसेस होगा, तो पेसिमिस्टो में D1 में कितना केसेस है? ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 1, राइट? एटलीस्ट 1 केस इन D1. तो K में क्या होगा? एटलीस्ट 2 केसेस होगा, क्योंकि K में हर वक्त ज्यादा होगा. अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर, अगर उसमें 2 है तो इसमें 3 होगा, ज्यादा है
इसमें 2
उससे,
है तो
राइट?
इसमें 3 होगा. इसमें पेसिमिस्टो में अगर ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 2 है तो K में ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 3 होगा, राइट? इट इज ऑलवेज मोर. दैट इज व्हाट इट हैज सेड, राइट? अंडरस्टूड भावना?
Yes, sir.
অনন্যা, বুঝতে পেরেছো?
Sir.
Okay, now let us move to instruction number 3. The number of new cases in the city in a day kept increasing during the 5-day period. Very important instruction. That means what? कि ये जो पांचों का पांचों दिन है, as we moved ahead, the number of new cases kept on increasing. मतलब क्या? D1 में जितना केसेस है, D2 में उससे ज्यादा केसेस है, D3 में उससे ज्यादा केसेस है, D4 में उससे ज्यादा केसेस है, और D5 में मैक्सिमम केसेस है, right? So that means I have to make sure that D5 has the maximum cases, then comes D4, then comes D3, like this. This is another very important instruction. The number of new cases on day 3 was exactly one more than the number of new cases on day 2. तो देखो day 3 में क्या बोल रहा है? So इस इंस्ट्रक्शन में हम लोग आते हैं, इसमें हम लोग आएंगे. First of all, we have a very specific instruction over here, that the number of new cases on day 3 was exactly one more than that on day 2. तो day 3 में समझो कि day 2 में अगर टोटल नंबर ऑफ केसेस x ले रहे हैं, देखो day 2 का पूरा का पूरा टोटल नंबर ऑफ केसेस है x टोटल, ठीक है। तो डे 3 में कितना होगा?
x+1
x+1, राइट। डे 3 में होगा x+1, फाइन। Now see, the maximum number of new cases in a day in pessimisto was 2. That means pessimisto में जो maximum number of cases है, मतलब D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 में जो maximum value में put कर सकता हूँ, that is 2, not 3. And this happened only once during the 5-day period. That means what, ये पांचों दिन में एक ही बार ऐसा हुआ है जब pessimisto में 2 cases हुआ है, and that is the maximum value. So that means what, I can put 2 only once in this particular row. ठीक है, ये बॉक्सेस में मैं एक ही बार 2 पुट कर सकता हूँ, वेयर आई डोंट नो, दैट वी विल मैनेज। नाउ सी, किटमिस्टो इज द ओनली प्लेस टू हैव 3 न्यू केसेस ऑन डे 2, फाइन। तो डे 2 है, किटमिस्टो में ही सिर्फ 3 केसेस हुआ है, ओके। ऑन डे 2 only in there are 3 cases have occurred only in Kitmisto, or Kitmisto is the only neighborhood where 3 cases have occurred in day 2. Understood till here?
Yes, sir.
Understood, Bhavna? Okay, right. This is called digital learning. Okay, you don't even have to speak, you just give like this. Simple. Okay. Okay, fine. The total number of new cases in L, T, P and K over the 5-day period was 12, 12, 5, 14. Fine. So that means where do I put these values? I will put these values over here, here, here and here. Alright. I can get the total over here. 14 plus 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, 3, 43. That means 43 total cases. Fine. This is all I have from the instruction. Now I have to think about more. You see, it is given. Now let us again come back to instruction 1. Okay, so as when I went through the instruction once, I could gather this information. Now I will again go back to the instruction and see if I can carve out some more information. Okay. So there was at least one new case in every neighborhood in day 1. Okay, ठीक है, वो already हम लोग put कर दिए। On each of the 5 days there were more new cases in Kitmisto than in Pessimisto. ठीक है, वो भी ठीक है। Now see, the number of new cases in the city in a day kept increasing over the 5-day period. इसमें हम लोग अभी कुछ कर सकते हैं। Now see, that means what, D5 is going to have the maximum number of cases, right? क्योंकि क्या बोला है कि जो केसेस है वो दिन बर दिन बढ़ते क्या है, दैट मींस D5 is going to have the maximum number of cases. All right. Now tell me which value should I put on D5? On D5 cells, which value should I put so that D5 has the maximum number of cases? Tell me, which digit, which number should I put? I have to put down different values in these cells and I have to see where it satisfies the
So
condition. 3
2 হবে না?
3 কেন 2 হবে?
ছোট তো মানে ও না সরি 3 হবে
3 is the
ম্যাক্সিমাম।
maximum value I have,
হ্যাঁ
right?
ম্যাক্সিমাম
3 is the maximum value I have. So in D5 column, I can put 3 because I have to maximize. So 3, I can put 3 for L, I can put 3 for T, but I cannot put 3 for P. I cannot put 3 for P. Why? Because it has been said that P has, you see in this instruction, the maximum number of new cases in a day in P was 2 and this happened only once in the 5D. So for P I have to put 2, right? I cannot put 3 for P, I have to put 2 for P. And then again for K, is there anything? Yeah, in K I can put 3 again, right? I can put 3 again. So let me see how many cases have occurred. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, right? Okay, now one more thing to note in D1. Let's fill up D1 now. So D1 should have the least number of cases, right? क्योंकि D5 सबसे हाईएस्ट है, फिर D4 सबसे हाईएस्ट है, फिर D3 सबसे हाईएस्ट है, फिर D2 एंड देन D1. तो D1 में सबसे कम केसेस होगा. कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट वैल्यू शुड आई पुट इन D1?
Zero.
No. Why 0? It has been given in instruction 1 that D1 has at least one new case.
1.
Yes, 1. 1 is the smallest value that I can put in D1. So क्या करेंगे? This will be 1. Understood, Anuna? Anuna, বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Ritama?
Sir.
So, since D1 should have the minimum number of cases and it is given that D1 should have at least 1, so that means 1 is the minimum value that I can put, but for K it will be 2. क्यों? क्योंकि इधर बोला था ना, कहाँ गया, कि on each of the 5 days there were more new cases in Kidmisto than in Pessimisto. So Kidmisto में minimum कितना cases होना पड़ेगा? 2. So as to satisfy instruction 2. So इसका ऐड करते हैं 2 + 1 3 5 5 1. अभी देखो मेरे को यहाँ पर ऐसा वैल्यूज पुट करना पड़ेगा ताकि मेरा इधर 12 आए. ओके, अच्छा. ऑन द अदर एंड इफ यू सी दिस वन, के का जो रो है, ये रो में देखो मेरा ऑलरेडी 3 वैल्यूज है, 2 + 2 3 एंड 3. सो 3 + 2 3 6 6 + 2 is 8. think about it. My total number of cases should be 14. के में मेरा टोटल नंबर ऑफ केसेस क्या होना पड़ेगा? 14. मेरे पास ऑलरेडी कितना केसेस है? 3 + 2 + 3 6. और कितना मुझे चाहिए? I already have 3 + 3 + 2, that is 8 cases. How many more do I need to form 14?
cases.
6 I need, right? 6 I need. तो तुम बोलो 6 बनाने के लिए मुझे कौन सा दो नंबर्स चाहिए यहाँ से?
3 3.
So that means this has to be 3 and 3. There is no other options. Did you understand how we are zeroing upon one decision and ruling out the other ones? Why this has to be 3? Because the total is 14 and we already have 3 3 and 2. So we need 6, and to form 6 we can only do that with the help of 3 because that is what we have. অনন্যা বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওকে,
স্যার এটা
হ্যাঁ
রেকর্ড হচ্ছে তো?
রেকর্ড হচ্ছে.
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে।
কেন বলো, না বুঝতে পারলে আমাকে বলো, এটা এখনই বুঝতে হবে কিন্তু.
না আগের পার্টটা একটু গড়বড় হয়ে গেল,
যা
তো ওইটাই।
যা
আর
যা রে.
এইটা ঠিক আছে, আবার ওই 14 এর ওই জায়গাটা গড়বড় হয়ে
তা
গেল।
সেটা বলবে তো 14 এর জায়গাটা 14 বার জিজ্ঞেস করছি বুঝতে পেরেছো কিনা. তুমি রেকর্ডিংটা যখন শুনবে পুরোটাই গড়বড় হয়ে যাবে তখন, ঠিক আছে?
না আমি অনেকটা বুঝে গেছি, লাইক একটুখানি
দেখো এই
মিস
14টা কি
হয়ে
করে
যাচ্ছে
এসছে?
বারবার।
14টা কি করে এসছে? 14টা এই ইনস্ট্রাকশনে
হ্যাঁ
লেখা
ওটা তো
আছে.
দেবার হয়েছে ওখানে, হ্যাঁ
হুম,
সেটা তো বুঝে গেছি, কিন্তু যেখানে 3 3 যে বসছে,
হ্যাঁ.
বাট আমরা তো অন্যভাবেও ডিভাইড করতে পারি,
কিভাবে
লাইক
ডিভাইড করবে? তোমার কাছে 0 1 2 and 3 এই ডিজিটস গুলোই আছে ইউজ করার জন্য, ঠিক আছে? যার মধ্যে তোমার 2 + 3 এইগুলো অলরেডি ইনস্ট্রাকশনে দেওয়া আছে. এই যে 3টা এটা দেওয়া আছে, দেখো লিখে দিয়েছে যে কিডমিস্ট্রি ইজ দ্য অনলি প্লেস টু হ্যাভ 3 নিউ কেসেস অন ডে 2. সো দিস ইজ ফিক্সড, রাইট? আর এখানে আমরা 3 কেন পুট করলাম? কারণ ডে 5 এ ম্যাক্সিমাম নাম্বার অফ কেসেস হয়েছে, সো আই হ্যাভ টু পুট ম্যাক্সিমাম ভ্যালু. সো 3 ইজ দ্য ম্যাক্সিমাম ভ্যালু, রাইট? তাহলে এই 2টা, এই 3টা আর এই 3টা এইগুলো ফিক্স. তাহলে মাঝখানে দুটো ড্যাশ আছে, +3 = 14 হতে হবে, রাইট? সো এই দুটো ড্যাশের মধ্যে আমাকে কি বসাতে হবে? এই দুটো ড্যাশ মিলে কি হতে হবে? 6 হতে হবে তো. 2 + 3 is 5, 5 + 3 is 8, 14 - 8 is 6. আমি কিভাবে এটাকে 6 আনবো? আমার কাছে এই ভ্যালুস গুলো আছে. তুমি কি পুট করবে? 1 1 পুট করবে, 2 2 পুট করবে, 1 2 পুট করবে,
আমি
কি
আরো
পুট করবে?
না ওটা
তোমাকে 3 3 তো পুট করতে হবে 6 আনার জন্য. ইউ ডোন্ট হ্যাভ এনি আদার অপশনস. যদি 4 থাকতো তাহলে 4 to 2 4 এর মধ্যে কনফিউশন হতো, এখানে তো 3 দিয়ে দিয়েছে, রাইট?
হ্যাঁ আমি সেটাই ভাবছি 3 কেন নিলাম, লাইক 6 যদি আনতো তো অন্যভাবে আনা যেত।
ওকে,
ঠিক আছে, বুঝেছি।
এটা এখনই বুঝতে হবে, পরে বুঝতে পারবে না। তুমি ইউটিউবে প্রশ্ন করলে আমি কি থোড়া উত্তর দিতে পারবো ওখানে? তোমাকে ফোন করতে হবে তাহলে। Okay, so now let us fill up the other values. Okay, let us go to row number 1. So I have 3 over here, I have 1 over here, right? I have 3 over here, I have 1 over here. So what else do I need? I need 12 minus 4, that is 8, right? I need 8. How do I bring 8 over here? Can you tell me? Tell me the combination by which, with the help of these values, I can bring 8.
Sir, 2 3 3.
2 2 2 2 2 3.
2 2 3. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. 3 3 2, or
Oh, sorry.
right, or 2 3 3. Now tell me in which order should I put it?
Increasing order.
From where to where? From D to D4 or D4 to D2?
D2 to D4.
No,
D2 to
sir. Arey, D4 to D3. See this. D4 should have higher value than D3. D3 should have higher value than D2, right? So it should be 3
Acha.
3 2. That is what the instruction is given over here. See number 3. The number of new cases in the city in a day kept increasing, right? Kept increasing. So I have to maximize from D4 to D2. Okay. So D4 3, D3 3, D2 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 2 8, you add and you see you get 12. বুঝতে পেরেছো? Right, understood? Okay. Now see in P I have already put 2. Okay. So I cannot do, okay. So now see, I can try out to fill up this row number P. Okay, so now you see I can try out to fill up row number 2, row number P. So row number P has how many cases? 5 cases. P has 5 cases in total over the 5 days, out of which I have already put 1 over here, I have already put 2 over here, right? Rest, what are the values that I can put? I can put, I need to have what? 2 plus 1 is already 3, I need to have 2. So 1 I need to put over here, and I can place only
0
another
1.
1, right? So I
0
need to
1
place
1.
0 or 1. I need to place 0 or 1. So let me put 0 over here, let me put 1 over here, just for the sake of testing. Okay. So you see 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. Right? Now, so see 0 can be over here, 0 can be over here also. Okay. But for now I am putting 0 over here and 1 over here. Okay, it can be, the position is not yet finalized. Okay. Any other information that we have? Okay, let us try to fill up this 12. So see, we already have 3 plus 1 4. We need 8. Okay, we need 8. So tell me, how can we put down this 8? So again, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 2 8. So 3, 3 and 2, right? Like this we can get 12. Did you understand this part? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so you see, so what is the total number of cases in D2? 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, right? Okay. Okay. So now if we add these numbers, what do we have? 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, right? Now we need to find out what should be the values of this x, because see, we have guessed that the value of 0 can be placed over here and the value of 1 can be placed over here, right? But we exactly don't know where should it be placed. So this is 10, this is 11, this is x plus 1, this is x, and this is 5. Now see, if I add all of them, like 5 plus x plus 1 plus 10 plus 11, that should be equals to 43, because this is what the total is. You see, this is the ultimate total, like total number of cases in all these cities and the total number of cases over all the days. This is 43. So if I add all these cases, that should be equal to 43. Hold on. Open. Okay. So 5 plus, this is x plus, this is x plus 1 plus This one is 10 plus this one is 11, that is equals to 43. Did you understand why I added all of them and equated to 43? You see, when I add these things, what am I getting? I am getting 7, right? 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. When I add these things, what am I getting? 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, which is incorrect. Why? Because this one has to be one more than this, right? That is what the instruction is. You see, the number of new cases on day 3 was exactly one more than the number of new cases on day 2, but as per our current arrangement it is not. So that means I need to adjust, I need to do some adjustment on d2 and d3. I need to do some adjustment on these two. Okay, so for that I need to know what is x. Our d1, d4 and d5 is done. There is no question about it. There is problem with d2 and d3. So when I add all these cases like 5 plus x plus 1 plus 10 plus 11, this should be equals to 43, because this is the total number of cases, right? Considering all the number of days and all the number of cities. So that is why I am adding and equating it to 43. Did you understand this equation? Please tell me if you have not understood.
Understood.
Bhavana, Ritama, Ananya.
Yes, sir.
So this 5 plus 1 6, 16, 27. So 2x plus 27 is equals to 43, 16. So x equals to 8. So if x equals to 8, then x plus 1 has to be what? 9. So that means my this value has to be 8, right? It has to be 8, and this value has to be 9. All right, this value has to be 9. So I have to make some arrangement. I have to do some adjustment. So what I will do, I will copy this same table on the next page. D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 and total. This is what? LTPK, LTPK and total. One. First of all, I am just copying the table, okay, and then we will do the adjustment. The Tesla symbol তৈরি হয়ে গেল অটোমেটিক। রোহিতমা,
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
তুমি কি নিজে কেক খেয়ে ফেলেছো ভুল করে? জ্বর হয়ে গেছে ওই জন্য
না
বলছি।
স্যার,
হয়তো তুমি নিজে
জানি
কেক
না
এত
যে
টেস্টি
সকাল
বানিয়ে
থেকে
ফেলেছো,
কেকটা খুব
কাস্টমারকে
খারাপ।
দেওয়ার বদলে নিজেই খেয়ে ফেলেছো।
না না,
Okay, so this is what we have. Now let us see whether everything is satisfied or not. Otherwise, we will arrange accordingly. You see, 1 plus 2 is, let us see whether this, when all these values are added up, we are getting 12 or not. So 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. Correct. row wise this is correct. Let's check the other one. 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 3 12. Correct. Row wise this is correct. Let us check the other one. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. This is also correct. Row wise correct. Let's check the other one. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 3 is 14. This is also correct. Now let us check column wise. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. Correct. Let us check this one. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. But this is 8. So that is wrong. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. But this is 9. So that means it is still wrong. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. Correct. D, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. Correct. So that means we have to adjust D2 and D3. Did you understand that what should be our focus now? Adjusting D2 and D3. Understood till here? That now at this point our focus factor is to adjust D2 and D3. Right? Everyone? You understood where the fallacy is? Row wise things are correct. Column wise D2 and D3 is incorrect. So we will have to fix D2 and D3. Now see, this has to be 8. So that means 3 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 8. That means 1 has to be 3 and 1 has to be 2. Okay. So how can I bring 5? How can I bring 8? 3 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 has to be 8. 2 plus 2 is 3, 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is already 7. I need 1. Now see, I told you earlier that we have placed 0 over here and 1 over here just as a guesswork. There is nowhere specified whether 0 will be there in D2 and 1 will be there in D3 for P. It was not specified. We had just put it just temporarily we had put. Now we see that it is creating a problem. So can I swap their places? Can I swap their places?
Yes, sir.
We can. Now there will be another question. You might ask me that why should I swap their places only? Why can't I swap their places? Why can't I swap their places? Why should I swap 0 and 1? Because see, if I put 3 in place of 2, I still get plus 1. If I put 1 in place of 0, I get plus 1. If I replace 2 with 3, I still get plus 1. If I replace 2 with 3, I still get plus 1. So why am I replacing 0 with 1 and why not 2 with 3 and 2 with 3 in this upper two cells? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me? Go through the instructions and see that why should we replace 0
Because
and 1?
said it should be in increasing order.
No, it is in increasing order only. I mean, L1 and T is in increasing order. See, let me tell you one thing. It has never not been said that each of the number of cases in each of the days should be in increasing order. No, it has been given that this total value should be in increasing order. This value should be in increasing order, जो कि है 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. देखो ये increasing order में ही है. ये total number of cases in a day should be in increasing order, but each of the cases in the day should not be increasing order. वो नहीं भी होगा तो चलेगा. Anybody অনন্যা রিতমা রিতমা বলতে পারবে? তোমার জ্বর হয়েছে তাও আমি প্রেস করছি, ঠিক আছে? কেন 0 আর 1 টাকে আমি ফ্লিপ করতে পারবো, কেন 2 3 টাকে করতে পারবো না? দীপাক্ষী
सर 2 3 को फ्लिप नहीं करी क्योंकि वो तो सेटिस्फाई कर ही रहा है, रो में 12 आ गया है और
नहीं
0 1 हम लोग जस्ट
एक मिनट अगर हम लोग इसको फ्लिप करेंगे फिर भी तो ये 12 ही आएगा ना. तुम 1 प्लस 3 प्लस 2 करो या 1 प्लस 2 प्लस 3 करो, आएगा तो 12 ही.
কিন্তু কলমে টোটালটা বদলে যাবে তো.
কি বলছো?
কলমে টোটালটা বদলে যাবে
না কেন বদলাবে? আমি তো দেখো আমাকে এটাকে 8 করতে হবে, রাইট? আমি
স্যার
এখন
কলামের টোটাল তো তাহলে D2 9 হয়ে যাবে না?
না কি করে D2 9 হবে? কি বলছো? এই দেখো আমাকে এটাকে 8 আনতে হবে. রাইট, আমাকে 8 আনতে হবে। এখন এটা 7 আছে, তার মানে কি আমাকে কোথাও একটা +1 করতে হবে। তো আমি যদি 2টাকে 3 দিয়ে রিপ্লেস করি আমার তো 8 হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমি যদি এই 2টাকে 3 দিয়ে রিপ্লেস করি আমার 8 হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমি এই 0টাকেই কেন 1 দিয়ে রিপ্লেস করব বলছি? The reason is, if you put 3 over here, then D2 will have 3 cases. D2 will have 2 cases of 3 in number, but as per the instruction it is given that Kitmisto is the only place to have 3 new cases on day 2. So that means on day 2 सिर्फ और सिर्फ यही 3 cases हो सकता है और कहीं भी 3 cases नहीं हो सकता। समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
ডে 2 তে একমাত্র কিটমিস্টোরই 3 কেসেস হবে, আর কারো 3 কেসেস হবে না। দ্যাট ইজ দ্য রিজন আই ক্যানট পুট 3 ইন এনি অফ দেম। I have to swap one only. You understand this, Dipakshi Bhavna?
Yes, sir.
Bhavna, did you understand? Okay. So this one, so this one will be 1 and this one will be 0. Now you see all the values have been satisfied. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 3, 3, 3 is 9. Right? Now with this table, we will go to the questions. So we'll see question number 1. So what is question number 1? What best can be concluded about the total number of new cases in the city on day 2? So let's see, this is day 2. What is the number of cases? 8, right? So exactly 8, option D. D is the answer. Let's come to question number 12. The next one. What best can be concluded about the new cases in L on day 3? On day 3, what is the total number of cases? Oh, কোনটা বলেছে? L না? L is this, day 3 is this. 3 cases. So exactly 3. So that means B is the answer. Exactly 3. Understood these two questions? Please tell me. It is very, very important that you understand. Don't depend upon the recording. Very important. Understand it now. Ask me questions. If you don't understand, I'll explain it again. Recording should be a revision, not for understanding. It should be a revision. Tell me, have you understood the answers of these two questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So see, making the table is the challenging part. Once you make the table, you are done. Question number 3. On which days did Pessimisto did not have any new cases? So Pessimisto did not have new cases on day 3. So that is C. Number 14. Part 4. What it is telling? Which of the two statements below is or are necessarily false? Statement A is what? There are 2 new cases in Tirmisto on day 3. Is that true? Day 3, no. Statement A is false. There are no new cases on Pessimisto on day 2. Is that true? No, it is false. So both the statements are false. So both statement A and B are false.
So statement.
It is statement.
No.
One more is there. See, this type of
Sir,
questions.
এটা true হবে না statement B টা?
কি করে স্টেটমেন্ট বিটা 2? স্টেটমেন্ট বিটা কি বলছে? দেয়ার আর নো নিউ
মানে
কেসেস
ও ডে
অন ডে 2।
2-তে
ডে 2 তে সবেতে নন জিরো আছে।
হুম
এই জিরোটা তো ডে 3 তে শিফট হয়ে গেল না,
ডে 2 পেসিমিস্ট ও আচ্ছা
রাইট?
হুম হুম
Okay. On how many days did L and T have the same number of new cases? L and T, L and T, same number of new cases. You see, both of them have same number of new cases on all the days, all 5 days. So answer is A. Did you understand this? All the questions?